Hey, what's going on? This video is in reference to somebody's question, Carl Thomas, who's a subscriber. Thank you for that. All right, so he's asking about what happens if you don't do good on the road evaluation. What happens for Western Express if you don't do good on the road evaluation, depending on how bad you do? It's just an evaluation, so it's like something they have to do legally. It doesn't matter if you're bad or good. You go around a block for like 10 minutes. They'll stick three of you in a sleeper, drive in, and you'll take turns going around a block. Then the last person comes in the yard, circles all the way around the what's the thing, terminal, and then parks it and then jumps out. They're all grading you how you get in and out of it. So don't say, "Oh, okay, I'm done," and then hop out like it doesn't matter. They are grading you on that. I think secretly they this is how you get dictated your hours. So for me, I did good on the going around the block part. The second part is you'll be like outside with a group based on which color band they give you. So the color bands are green, blue, yellow, and I think red or maybe purple. But you'll be grouped in color for the evaluation and for the entire orientation. So outside, as I said, you'll go around the block for 10 minutes. The second part, you'll have to do a backup. Now, the backup is between two trailers, and the trailers are spaced far apart so you don't, have any mistakes of hitting one and, knocking it over or whatever like that. If you do hit it, then you failed it. So I think, as I said, that dictates how many hours you're going to get. He grades you on getting in and getting out of the truck. When you get in the truck, he already sets the truck up for you to back up, so you don't have to pull out and then back in. You already just get in the truck. So you get in the truck, make sure you ask him how you fix the seat, because he has the seat purposefully backed all the way up, and he messes with the steering wheel. His name is Brooklyn. If you guys get up to the Ben Salem one, black dude with a New York fitted hat on and some Gucci frame glasses. And so you'll get up in there. He says he's grading you on how you get in. If you hit the air horn before you do the maneuver, you got to hit the four-way flashers, and then you back in. And then he says secretly he's grading you on if you get out and look before you complete the maneuver. So halfway through, when you're like doing your setup for actually straightening it and backing it, you have to get out 3 points of contact. He's looking for that. Walk around the truck, get back in the truck, hit the air horn, beep beep, and then complete the maneuver. And so what I said is like that all dictates your hours. So that's the outside part of the orientation. The inside part, I think there's like three parts. The first part is you got to download something called a clearinghouse, and the clearinghouse is something that is dictating your safety on the road. So if you knock anything, hit anything, whatever like that, you establish points with this clearinghouse. And also, if you're in your normal vehicle when you get a ticket as a trucker, that does count against your job because you have to let them know legally. And points like that goes in your clearinghouse. So that is something that all trucking jobs are looking at now. It's like some new entity or something like that. So they're going to take you through that, downloading it, and it's a bitch because when you download it, you have to see these traffic lights. And if you have a green traffic light, that means you downloaded it correctly and you put in your information. That's day one. Then you go through, the normal paperwork of giving them your direct deposit information, your your emergency contacts, yada, yada, yada. Second part is watching a video about, making maneuvers, driving at night, deers, just being careful and cautious about that. Then you're going to take a test of what you've just seen. The tests, do not worry about them. They all go over them in front of you, like the answers and things like that. So you'll be taking in a lot of information during the orientation, so don't worry about, passing or failing. They just need a lot of this stuff on copy. They're going to push you through it fast. So as I said, don't worry about it. That's the second part. The third part, and this is why they color code you, because they split you guys up in groups and they're putting you through all of these parts individually. So the third part is a EVOL system, I think it's called. A lot of people call it Qualcomm, and that's the thing where they teach you how to manifest your drop ups, your drop offs, your pickups, things like that, your macros. So they're teaching you how to read the GPS. They're teaching you how to send messages. They're just teaching you the all around format of the system itself. So it's just one big ass screen on a table that you gotta mess with. And it's like the GPS, the messages, the user profile name, things like that. How do you clock in? How do you clock out? And he's gonna run through that pretty quick. And he's a pretty cool cat. He just wants to get through it so he can sit back down. So don't take that shit personally. And yeah, that's all, man. You test you on it, and after you get to the third part, your clearinghouse is good. Your tests, you took them. You don't really have to pass. You just took them. You go into the main office where they like three guys sit at, and he gives you your gas card, and he gives you your safety vest. He gives you your logs, like your manual logs, just in case your Qualcomm or Evo goes out. Teaches you how to do that too, and you get all that, and then you wait for your trainer. Now, I kind of glanced over this because I was just trying to help my man's out, but the information is what that is. Now, the drug test, that's just self-explanatory. They're gonna do a drug test on you. As I say, you'll be in groups, so they'll do the drug test, color coded. You'll go in there and give them your license, give them your weight. You take a vision test. Then you pee in a cup. You take that, give it to her, and then she says, okay, we'll have the results by late tomorrow, whatever like that. The results go to your recruiter, and your recruiter now sends you an email that you got to fill out while you're in a hotel of your W-2 information, your W-4, do you understand the trucking thing, yada, yada, yada. And you cannot go any further unless you get that all filled out. So that dictates whether you stay or not, obviously, because if you got drugs in your system, they're not going to hire you. Also, for all you guys who are thinking you're going to get paid during orientation, you're not going to get paid. There's day 1, you do the drug test. Day 2, they figure out if you're clear for the drug test. Day 3, you hopefully get stuck with a trainer. If not on day 3, then maybe day 4, day 5. I've waited 2 days max. The second time it was 1 day. So when you get stuck with a trainer and you actually step your foot in there and put your username and code into the evil system or whatever the hell they call it, that's when you're officially clocked in, and that's when your hours start running. Now you get paid a general wage a week. The only thing you got to worry about is driving. So drive the first 6 hours, then you take your 30-minute, then it goes back up again another 6 hours. So you're really driving like 10 to 12 hours a day. You're supposed to be on the clock legally 14 hours a day. But driving-wise, you only have like 11 hours a day to drive. So I guess they're accounting for you hopping in and out of the truck, dealing with consignees and shippers with the paperwork and things like that. But until you step your foot in that truck and log in and drive, you are not getting paid anything. So don't expect to be getting paid on orientation. Trying to see if I covered everything. If I didn't, just let me know. But yeah, that's orientation in a nutshell. Okay? All right, y'all.